Bonsai. I'm the Cobra Kai kid, and today I'm here with Dallas Young, who hasn't been in Cobra Kai yet. Well, you filmed season 4, but we know your character Kenny is going to be in season 4. And yeah, how are you doing today, Dallas?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me on here. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I know we can't talk too much about season 4, but I feel like I wanted to talk to you because you've done a lot of other projects other than Cobra Kai, and we were talking about Cobra Kai before, and you're obviously a fan of the show. So even though we can't talk specifics, I know everyone is gonna wonder what dojo you're in.
I know
what like all of these things. Like, does it? How is it like keeping like all the secrets, because it's so secretive, right?
Yeah, it's very secretive. It's I want to tell people so badly whenever they ask, but I say you just gotta wait till it comes out. It is what it is. But I like to see people speculate and see what happens because they're really excited for the show, and I'm really excited for y'all to see it because it's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, as much as I love a good reveal, a good trailer, it's definitely better when like you like find out all the things like
right
when you're watching it.
Exactly. You know? You'd ruin the moment if I just told you everything right now.
Exactly. Right. So, I mean, hopefully, I don't know, Cobra Kai or Miyagi. I know a lot of people are speculating. I've made my speculations, but I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, and we'll just keep on speculating until maybe we'll find out in the trailer. Or
yeah, who knows? Who knows? It's gonna be great.
You never know. You never know. So, speaking of trailers, we got that Terry Silver teaser trailer just recently. Dude, what do you think of that?
That was unbelievable, and it was so fire and well put together, and everything was just so amazing. And I don't even know when they filmed that, but it was just awesome just to look at it. And I was like, wow, it came out very soon. So it's going down in the dojos. It's going down.
Yeah. Imagine having a trailer like purposely made for you, not even in the show. It's not even footage taken from the show. It's like a trailer just solely made for one character.
That's very special. That tells you a lot about what he's gonna bring in season 4. Season 4.
Yeah. Did you watch Karate Kid Part 3?
I watched it a long time ago. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember Daniel LaRusso goes to Cobra Kai, tries to check it out when he has that falling out with Mr. Miyagi for a little bit. And then he meets Terry Silver there. And I knew who Terry Silver was, but I haven't watched it in a long time. And I said, I'm not going to watch it because I want to act like I'm very fresh and I don't know who these people are whenever I get to set.
Oh, that's interesting. So you didn't. So what about the other Karate Kid movies? Did you watch those?
I watched all of them. I watched all of them long time ago, but I don't really remember them. So I said, I'm not going to watch it again because my character doesn't know these people. So I have to act like I don't know these people. But of course, when I introduced myself, I was like, oh, y'all are amazing people. Y'all are legends.
Wow. All right. That's cool. You like were purposely trying to like not like be your character by not knowing who they were.
Exactly. Right. Because I didn't want that to affect my performance, just being starstruck over who these people are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And have you watched it since, or are you planning on watching it?
I am planning on watching it very soon, especially when it gets closer to the release of Cobra Kai. I want to check it out, all of 3 of them, and then watch season 4. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe if I come back for season 5, I shouldn't watch it. I should keep it exactly my same exact plan and my same exact strategy. But who knows? I might watch it because it's an incredible franchise.
Yeah. Definitely what they do so great is all the references that come up. It's like when you watch the original movies, it just makes it better, you know?
It really does. It really does. And I was watching the show with my mom, and she understood everything that was going on, which I did too, because I knew where the references were coming from. But she was just like, oh, that's Chosen. I remember him. I was like, wow, this is really good. They did so well with all of the previous seasons.
Yeah. There's definitely like, even like for me, like someone who's watched it so many times, like there's the big references like Chosen, but there's also the very very smaller references, like certain lines that they say, which it's very easy to miss. Very easy to miss.
It is very easy. And it was funny. I was actually watching Cobra Kai back not too long ago, like yesterday, actually. I was just watching see, and I forgot his name, but they had the road trip. They had the road trip.
Oh yeah.
The unfortunate. Yes.
Tommy. Yeah, Rob Garrison. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. And I was like, whenever he passed away and they put him in a body bag, I was like, I know exactly where that's from. Put him in a body bag. I was like, oh my gosh, wow. They really did that. And it was special because I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so sad. I want to cry. But yeah.
Yeah. It was your second time watching it where you noticed that?
It was my second time watching it. Whenever I noticed that he said put him in a body bag and he was in the body bag. I was okay.
You noticed that on your own?
I noticed that on my own. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I forgot about that reference because somebody said that to me on set. And I was like, where's that from? I was like, everybody knows what this is, but I don't. And then I realized that's what it's from.
Yeah, I had to see the comment section of some videos to know. I was like, oh my God. It's such like, it was a perfect like setup, but it was also like so terrible because like he was actually such a nice guy in the show, Tommy. So like to put him in a body bag, it was a good opportunity, but it was also like kind of bittersweet, like, you know.
I know. It was really sad whenever I saw him pass away in real life, especially. I was like, man, it's just so unfortunate, but rest in peace. He seemed like a really great person.
For sure. And that episode, I feel like he really you know, showed a light for Johnny and like kind of helped him like even throughout season 3.
Yeah, their conversation, I was just listening and reacting to all of it. I was like, wow, this is just, it's all making sense. And it's really helping him out for Johnny's future and what he's going to do with Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Something you might find cool. John Hurwitz was actually like answering some Twitter questions one day. And I don't know if you know this or not, but a fan asked, would Rob Garrison have had any, like, would he have come back as Tommy in any way in Cobra Kai in the future, even though his character passed away? Would would maybe flashbacks or something? And Hurwitz said that in season 3, if Rob Garrison was still alive, he would actually, his character Tommy would come to Johnny in a dream and give him advice.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Really cool.
They're so creative. The big 3 there is so creative, but yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
I don't think it would be a dream like the Johnny and Carmen dream.
Oh, that dream was a lot to handle. That was a fun dream to watch.
That was funny. It's like you're watching it for the first time and like you're like, I was so confused. I'm like, what's going on? Are they putting on a Broadway show or something?
Yeah, at the beginning, I thought it was real life. I was like, okay, he's just going to her room. And I was like, okay, for sure. And then everything just happened. I was like, okay, this is the most interesting dream that I've ever seen on Cobra Kai for sure.
The disco lights, the everything.
Yeah, everything. They really put on a show.
Yeah, and then you have like, you know, in the Cobra Kai dojo, the punching bag, all that, like Johnny's like fantasies always tying with karate and then Coors Light or Coors Banquet.
Always.
Yeah, man. So I'm curious to because obviously COVID was a huge setback for a lot of actors, a lot of people just with jobs, and I'm curious, like in the beginning, was it tough? Were all the job opportunities like you couldn't find anything? Like how did COVID affect you?
Yeah, COVID really affected me at the beginning, which it did to a lot of other people, of course, in this world. And I was shocked because I was actually filming a project right when the shutdown happened. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to be back in 2 to 3 weeks. Next thing you know, it happened 11 months later because of everything. And I was expecting for myself to be busy and working a lot because that's what my goal was in 2020. And I couldn't hang out with any friends. So from an actor standpoint, it was weird because I had to stay at home, but it actually gave me time to really try to perfect my craft and work a lot harder and watch more films and people who have done so much more in the like long time ago. So it was good and it was bad in ways for me, but yeah, it seems like quarantine is kind of coming to an end now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's opening up. It's crazy, right?
I think what day is it today? Is today the 14th or the 15th?
Today's the 14th.
Today's the 14th. Tomorrow, LA will officially be opening up again.
Like everything?
Everything. Yeah. I think Newsom made the comment not too long ago, but yeah, June 15th.
Wow. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It
yeah.
is.
It's things are hopefully getting on, the right track so we can like return to normal, But
yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah. I think, obviously like this time was like very, very tough for a lot of people, it's a very, very, very difficult year. But for the people who, for some people it was about like kind of maybe trying to make the best of things. And for some people it was like, you're in a whole different position that's like you don't know what to do, but like you could only like make the best of it and maybe try and like kind of like use it as an opportunity. Like I know like for me personally, like because I had so much time not going to school and all that, I focused on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be doing it, honestly. I don't think I would have time.
So well. It is done so well, and you're doing a great job right now.
Thank you. And I appreciate you for like supporting like all like my posts and videos. Like it's unbelievable. Like I just really appreciate it because I'm such a fan of the show. So it's like it's just to see like that you're watching my stuff, like, and I'm like here ready to watch season 4. It's pretty cool. So
awesome. That's awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So what movie did you were you filming that got shut down?
I was filming this other project for it was called Untitled Film Reenactment Project. I don't know what's happening with it now, but we only filmed the pilot. And then right after that I got into Cobra Kai.
Yeah. So did you finish your stuff for that?
Yeah, I finished it because of course 11 months later we got to film everything, and it was actually in LA. So I got 1 day break. I got a 1 day break, and I got to work on Cobra Kai right after.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'm so thankful that everything was in Atlanta, so I didn't have to move very far.
Yeah. Did you are you living in LA right now?
Yes, I am currently in LA, and I live in LA.
And did you move to LA to pursue acting?
I did 5 years ago.
Wow.
It's been an unbelievable journey, but I've loved it ever since I started. So it's great.
So where were you before that?
I was in Houston, Texas for 8 years of my life, which is crazy to say.
Wow.
But yeah, I had to make the sacrifices to pursue my dreams, and it's working out. It's working out right now, but I want to keep working hard and keep booking more jobs.
That's great. That's great. And you want to do this for the rest of your life?
I want to do it for the rest of my life. This is an incredible journey, and it's so much fun learning more and more about the industry and my craft and what I can do better. And I love it. I love the challenge. It's really awesome.
Yeah. And you're only 14 years old. What grade are you in?
I'm going into the 9th grade, freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not many freshmen have done what you've done.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah.
So yeah, I saw on IMDb like almost like 20 credited films and television shows. That's amazing. So like like what is it like? Just you're such a young guy, and like you have like a whole future ahead of you, and you've already like done so much. Like what's it like having done like all those projects at such a young age?
Yeah, the best part about doing all of these projects at a young age is that I can learn more and more about my craft each and every day, because all of these people have been doing it way longer than me, and I feel like on every single project, I have a mentor who just helps me out whenever I need it. And I've learned just to be prepared and always know your lines and everything. And it's been an incredible journey, like I said, but I love working. I love working. It's great.
Yeah. That's the best. Doing something that you love.
Yeah.
If you're doing something you love, you're not working a day in your
Exactly.
life.
Yeah, I don't treat this as a job. It's so much fun, but it is a professional business at the same exact time. So I have to be professional all the time and represent myself well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to take it seriously, but you also have to. But it's also fun to get into character, to do different things,
I love
right?
expressing the emotions of the characters and myself personally. It's so much fun. And like you said, it is a very serious business, but if you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing this business at all.
Yeah. And like, do you find like a lot of the characters you play are maybe have similar personalities to you, or are they like are you playing like a completely different person?
I'm going to say I've never played a completely different person. Because what I always say, everybody is similar in their own way. Like everybody, we all think that we're so different, but we are similar in many ways. So I just try to connect with the character and act like it's me. It's because nobody can play the character better than yourself.
Yeah. Well, you are ultimately the character. Right now, nobody has any expectation of who Kenny is.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I wish I could tell you so bad, but I can't, unfortunately not.
Yeah. Well, we do have the description. Kenny is a bullied kid. I believe this is like what Deadline, the article that announced that you were going to be in season 4. This is like the exact description. Kenny is a bullied kid who turns to karate for a way to defend himself.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
So what maybe can you say about that? Like how do you think Kenny is like gonna be an important factor in season 4?
Yeah, Kenny's going to be an important factor in season 4 because obviously it brings fresh talent and fresh young minds to have fun in karate and see what they can do over all of these adults and just to see what they can bring. And then the second thing is I want to get this message across to all of the kids who get bullied out there because, of course, bullying is worldwide. And this character gives me the opportunity to tell everybody that you can fight back, but I'm not saying physically, but you're going to have to be the one that says no to them and brings that confidence and strength to just tell them no. And it is what it is. Bullying, it's not going to stop ever. So that's what I try to bring within this character. And I want him to be an important factor just so everybody can love him and because he's such a great kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you think, wait, hold on 1 second. I don't know if I see John Hurwitz in the chat. Let me just make sure. I'm looking on the YouTube chat. I want to see if it's the real one because sometimes I get people in here that like kind of like imposter. Wait, let me. I just want to make sure. But if
no, it's all good, it's all good. What's up, Mr. John?
I think it is.
Really?
I think it is. Wait.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Oh my God. Wait, let me see what he says. Wait. Okay. He said, "Hey all, I cannot wait for you to see Dallas's work on season 4. Hello everyone. Don't want to interrupt the interview. You should enjoy Dallas. He's the best." And then I think
thank you so much.
And then appreciate you being spoiler free, guys. Oh my God. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you, John. You know, I wasn't sure if it was him at first because I mean it sounds like him, right?
Yes, definitely. That's 100% him.
Okay, because I've had people like in the past put a profile and a username that says Paul Walter Hauser, who plays Stingray, like pretending to be him, but it wasn't him.
Right,
so he says it's the real me, but I'm going to be quiet from here. Want you guys to enjoy Dallas. Oh, wow. That's awesome. But John, wow, John, thank you. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, I think we're all excited to see Dallas's performance, but that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. What's up, Mr. John?
So what's it? I know John's trying to be modest, but what's it like working with like him and the other two writers?
Mr. John, he is one of the most creative people that I've ever met in my entire life. Just all of the ideas that he brings to me about my character and what he's looking for me, and all of the big three, they are such incredible to work with, and they're such nice people. And it was so much fun and a great experience. And like I said, I will never forget it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. I see it now. I see a comment that says Josh Shield. I don't know. Like it's like, oh, I see. Wait.
Oh, everybody's here, huh?
I don't know if this is him. Like, wait, that wasn't John, but this is Josh. I'm so confused.
That's what he said.
I feel like in the past when they've came on, I've made them like a moderator. So
Yeah.
I put the wrench next to the name. I believe I had like Josh came in one time and I put him in so I would know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like get out of here, fake person, and then it's ending up being the real
person.
Yeah.
All such great people, and they were awesome to work with.
That's awesome. And they're definitely fans of the show, and they're fans of Karate Kid, and like you can see that what they're looking for the next generation to be, like the younger kids, is like they're like looking for you, for Sholo, for everyone to be like the next Karate Kid in their own story, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's what they're doing. And I can't wait for y'all to see the storyline and how everything happens. It's really awesome.
Wait.
Let's see.
Oh, that it's him. It's him.
Oh, it's him?
Because I made the mistake. I said it the other time that it wasn't him, and it was him. So now,
really?
Yeah. So okay.
Mr. John and Mr. Josh here. All right.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Don't worry, we're keeping it spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
Yeah. I know. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, we all the fans are excited, but in the end it's gonna be better, you know.
Oh,
just keep it as a surprise. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So are you excited to hear that because season 4 was announced to be coming this year?
Yeah, it was.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited for it. I can't wait for all of my friends and the world to see this masterpiece. And season 4, like I said, will be the best season yet. I'm telling you right now. But all of my friends have been asking me, oh, what dojo are you going to be in? What? I was like, you'll find out this year. It just came out. But I thought it was going to be a little later in 2022, but I'm very glad it's this year.
Yeah, the fact 2 seasons in 1 year.
That's very special. People are excited about that.
You look at a show like Stranger Things, you have 1 season every
like what, 2 years? Yeah, 1.5 years.
Even like 3 years or 2. Like it's just like
it's yeah.
People
want to see it. People want to see it now.
Yeah, and also the cast is only getting older,
right?
You know? So exactly. you gotta like. It's only so long they can play high school students, except for Mary. Except for
Mary, right? Right. I love how we were talking about that too.
Yeah. I mean, as long as Shoal cuts the beard, I'm sure he could keep. Have you seen Sholo with because when he's not filming, he grows out his hair, grows out a beard.
The beard. I've never seen him without the beard, or with the beard. I've never seen him with the beard. It's so weird because I always see his Instagram posts and he has the beard. I'm like, okay, so he grows the beard out when it's the off season. I was like, okay, I see you.
He's like a totally different person.
Yeah, and it actually makes me wonder whenever I'm going to be in my 20s, am I going to be able to play a high school student? Which I hope I will be, but I'm going to grow the beard out in the off season. Hopefully, it's going to look cool.
Yeah, just grow the beard out to make it like look like you're older, and then like just cut it and be like, oh, you'd be perfect for a high school student.
Yep, yeah. That's right.
That's pretty cool. That because a lot of them are in like college or beyond college.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm pretty I don't know if the youngest adult is like 19. I'm gonna say. Who's the youngest?
Is it Gianni?
Is Gianni the youngest? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's 19 or 20, but he's one or the other.
I think he might be Gianni DiCenzo. I think he might be 9. Yeah, he's 19.
He's 19. Okay.
Born October 27th.
Okay, yeah. So I think he's the youngest. And then you have Owen Morgan, and he's 17.
Yeah. And then we thought Owen and Nate were like the young kids of the show, but now
yeah, I'm one of the youngest. I think Una O'Brien and I are the youngest on the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Like out of like the whole like main like reoccurring.
Yeah, out of the whole cast. Because I know Nate and Owen, because Nate's 15 and then Owen's 17. And then Griffin is 15.
He's only 15?
Yeah. Griffin's 15. So
wow.
Yeah, and then Una I think is 14 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're the youngest.
Yeah. So was the casting like were they looking specifically for like age range 13, 14 when they were casting the roles?
Yeah, I think in the breakdown it was 14, 15 around that age just to play a normal middle school, so pretty much my age.
Yeah. Cool. And obviously, you know, you're one of you've just been announced, you know, like you had a whole like Cobra Kai news when something comes out, it trends like Terry Silver trailer. That's all that people are talking about. So when the day that we found out that you and Una were going to be in the show, Peyton and Vanessa were going to be reoccurring characters, or they were going to be like announced as they were like official series regulars. Yeah, they were going to be announced as series regulars, which I kind of already thought they were. I guess it's just like an official, right? Official.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought they were too. I thought they were in almost every episode, but yeah, it's just an official thing.
Yeah, I guess they weren't. Were they in the main? I have to look back. I don't know if they were in the main credits.
The main credits. I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'm not quite sure. But hey, now they are.
Now they are. It's like the same thing though, you know, it's just maybe the credits.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you talk about that wait, someone's saying hi Hayden Schlossberg. Wait.
The big three is here?
Wait, I have to look back. I put a wrench next to his name. I feel like I put a wrench next to his name, and this one I don't see a wrench. I don't know.
Maybe not, because I see a comment from it says Hayden, and
that says you. Oh no, wait, no, that's not. I don't think that's his YouTube picture. Never mind. That's
that's not him.
That's not him. See, then I make the mistake of putting them with the wrench, and it's not the real them. It's like
them. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that Mr. John and Mr. Josh are here.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, like at first, it's like the natural reaction of like, is that like someone fake? But now that like knowing it's them, like,
yeah,
crazy.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, they're here.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. So yeah, can you as we were talking about before, can you talk about that big day? Did you like know that was coming? That whole announcement?
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come out. So 2 hours prior, I knew it was gonna come out that day. And I was just so excited. And I was anticipating what was going to happen, what they were going to say. And I was talking to other cast members. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a big day. Everybody's going to know I'm going to be on the show. And that day was just a day I'll never forget because so many people contacted me and said, Dallas, wait, you're going to be in Cobra Kai? No way. That's awesome. So I just can't wait for y'all to see how I portrayed the character. And it's going to be really awesome. I'm really excited for y'all to see it.
And I feel like you're coming in at the perfect time, right? Would you say so?
Yeah, I'd say so too. I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, just with everything they've set up with, like in the story with you know, the new dojos, even with the marketing with
Right.
like you had season 3 was
Mhm.
already filmed before when it was on YouTube.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you're under Netflix, excuse me, Netflix production,
Yeah.
right?
This show became so popular, and when I found out that I was on it, I was like, this show is like one of the biggest shows out there. This is just an incredible opportunity for me to just shine and show what I can bring to the table. And yeah, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It's one that'll be a lot different than any other ones.
Yeah. And you binged all 3 seasons on YouTube, or I mean on Netflix.
Yes, I binged all 3 seasons.
But you knew about it when it was on YouTube. You just didn't check it out.
I just never checked it out, but I'm glad I did when it came on Netflix because it's an incredible show.
Yeah, such an amazing move to go to Netflix. I'm so happy they did.
It really was. It really was. It was the perfect time too, and everybody was in quarantine, so everybody had the time to just binge watch the show and show how incredible this show was. And of course, Netflix is a huge platform, so it's giving them a lot of opportunities for more fans to come in and see what they bring to the table and how they, what's the word? Show references from Karate Kid, and yeah, things like that nostalgia for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, so many people knew about it when it was on YouTube. They just didn't watch it because no one wanted to pay for YouTube Premium.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. So, when it was announced that you would be in season 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, my throat's like kind of like scratchy.
No, it's all good. You're good.
You got like a lot, like who reached out to you like most about like, like
so the people that reached out the most would have to be my friends from Houston, Texas, because that's where I'm from, and not many people knew that I was going to be on the show. But a lot of the people here knew I was in Atlanta filming a project, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so you were filming Cobra Kai." So I'm going to say my close friends, my immediate family who didn't know, but which most of them I'm going to say knew, and a lot of people from Houston.
Yeah, that's awesome. That must have been like. Were you nervous like beforehand?
I was a little nervous. I was like, what are people going to think about the character, that he's a young kid when everybody's adults? I mean, but I've gotten some really good feedback so far, so they're going to really enjoy it once it comes out.
I think so. I'm super excited. I think it adds like a different dimension to the show. You know what I mean?
It really does. It really does. I'm glad that they brought a kid in, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Where do you think it compares? Because we've obviously seen Miguel being bullied, Eli being bullied. Like, where do you think Kenny being bullied compares to like the other bullying that we've seen?
So I want to think about this one. So Kenny being bullied is a little different because everybody else was, of course, high schoolers. And I'm not going to say who the bullies are or anything, but a kid who's being bullied and then turns to the dojo just to fight back because he wants that strength and that confidence to go after somebody, which whether it's physically or just tell them to stop. But it's a little bit different from everybody else. Even though everything is just bullying, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were talking like about bullying and like, like the importance of like standing up to bullies and like and like how your character would like kind of address those issues. Have you like had any personal experiences like with any bullies or seeing someone?
I've never had any personal experiences with bullying, but I've seen it firsthand, and it's unbelievable how people can just be that cruel. But what I think about it is like, who hurt you? What happened to you? The bully, I'm saying that too. Like, what happened to you? Why do you want to do this to a kid? And it's because of their home life usually, or the friends that they hang out with, and they're being peer pressured or whatever it is. But bullying has to stop. cyberbullying, whatever it is. It's unbelievable how people can be that cruel to somebody. But standing up for yourself is very important as well.
Yeah. And it's crazy because it comes in like all different ways. There's people saying stuff to you, there's people writing something online, and you know, something big, something small, it doesn't really matter, you know, because it causes an impact on who you're talking to, you know.
It really does. It always affects a person, even though they might not want to show it. Like Sam said in, was it season 2? It's the scars that hurt. It's what did she say? It was the scars that
you can't see, like, hurt the most, right?
That's what it usually is. And they might not express their feelings out loud, but it's internally how they feel. And that's why it's unbelievable, because social media has taken over the world, and you can say anything anywhere.
Yeah. It's a positive and a big negative.
Right.
Yeah. And you said something really, which I agree with. It's never going to stop. You know what I mean? No matter what, it
won't.
Yeah. So what's your advice if, like, you know, since it can't stop, since, like, no matter what, like, how do you make it better though? How do you handle it?
Yeah. Honestly, the way to handle bullying, from my perspective, I would pretty much say you would try to avoid it. And if you can't, I know this is not the cool way, but you tell a teacher, tell an adult, so they can try to stop it, because it's very cruel and it hurts, because I've seen it firsthand. And it really affects the person and their home life and their attitude and demeanor, everything. So I really just say, my suggestion to everybody in the world is just to try to avoid it, and let an adult know, and if you need to go to therapy, but try to stand up for yourself too, and make a positive out of it, and help this person become a better person too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely talking to people. A lot of people think it might be embarrassing to tell a teacher or whatever, but it's not. People are just gonna bully people and they're gonna keep doing it unless you do something, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing I've seen is an 8th grader. I don't know if it was a joke or whatever was going on, but an 8th grader threw a 6th grader in the trash can. And I went up to them. I was like, wait, whoa, what? Hey, that's not even cool. And it was when I was in regular school. I'm homeschooled now. But whenever I was in regular school, I saw that. I was like, wow, this is. And I think the kid was laughing it off, but you really knew he wasn't happy about that. And it wasn't cool. And he couldn't really fight back because he's a younger kid and they're a lot bigger than him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's also a lot of situations where you have friends who maybe one kid is hanging out with this kid to be cool, even though the cool kid really isn't that cool and is making fun of other people. I've definitely been in a situation. I've been in a bunch of situations where, there's the cool person, you want to hang out with them because you want to be cool, but then you realize that cool person, they may have all the friends, they may be the most popular, but you hear them making fun of other kids, and you don't want to be around that. It's not worth it.
It's really not. And I'm going back to the question about Hawk, Miguel, and where do I compare? Because I feel like Hawk and Miguel show the audiences that you can stand up for yourself and you can have that strength and that power, even though Hawk did become a bully after being bullied, but you can really stand up for yourself. And that's the message that everybody needs to know, that you need to have that confidence to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you feel Kenny in season 4 maybe gets his own sort of Karate Kid story, his journey, Daniel LaRusso? Does he have his own Karate Kid kind of, not exactly the beats, but his own personal journey?
Yes, he does. He does have his own storyline, his own arc. But I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything on accident or anything. But I just want y'all to see it, but there is a storyline and an arc that is phenomenal.
Yeah. And did they give you the scripts like beforehand? Did you know his whole arc, or did you kind of play it like episode by episode?
I played it episode by episode just to see what happened and keep taking it beat by beat, day by day, and figuring out what I'm going to do with my actions and how I'm going to create the storyline and help it build and build and build to make it better each time.
Yeah. And without saying anything specific, like, because you were reading it episode by episode, did you find like any surprises or any like things that you just didn't expect from?
Oh, there are a few of them. Yes, I did find a few of them. It's funny. My initial reactions is always just like, whoa, where did that come from? What? Oh, that just happened. Oh, that's so cool. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. They always like, the writers, when you're watching it, it's like, did they really just do that? But then like when you like watch it makes so much sense. Like it's all connected. It all like progresses to a point, you know?
Yeah. And the best thing with this show is that whenever you expect something to happen, it doesn't happen. It's something completely different. And that's what I think is so cool, and why all of these writers and the creators are so creative.
Yeah. That's especially why I know why I'm looking forward to the All Valley tournament at the end of season 4, because everyone, like, it's like, oh, Miguel's the best fighter. Miguel's going to be the 2-time champ. He got injured. This is his comeback. But then, is that the predictable route? Is Robby winning the predictable route? It's
right. I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows? I feel like, you know, they're definitely, maybe, I know you can't say anything. I feel like definitely one of the main characters is obviously going to win, but it's also like, how do they do it in a way where it's not just like, oh, this person won. Oh, this person won. Like, how do they get there? How do they change it up to make it like unexpected? Because this is a weird situation where we know the finale, or we know like where it's leading to, which in the past, we didn't know there was going to be a school fight at the end of season 2, or the Daniel KREESE. So now, like, we have a starting point. We have Cobra Kai, KREESE training his kids. We have Daniel and Johnny training their kids, and we have an ending point, which is the tournament. Like, what are your thoughts on like kind of like that like setup? Like, did you find it epic, like that they set it up like that?
Yeah, it's really cool how they're setting it up, because so everybody knows about what's going to happen at the end, that there will be an All Valley fight. And like you said, in previous seasons, they didn't know what was going to happen. So that's just their job, to make it as creative as possible so nobody knows what's going to happen, even though they know the All Valley tournament will be taking place in season 4. So it's really interesting how they will be setting it up throughout the entire season, and how it builds and builds until the All Valley shows up.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Like, I'm very excited to see, like, we have like a beginning and we have an end, but we really have no idea what that middle is, you know? Right.
That's what's happening right now. That's why you have to speculate what's going to happen. But I love watching your videos to see what you are saying and how everybody is reacting to that.
Thank you. And I definitely want to like make some more videos on Kenny. I'm very interested in, you know, him and Una, who's going to play. It's pronounced Devin, right?
Yes, it's Devin.
Okay, because I heard a couple like people say like Davon. Like, I just wanted to make sure
it's Devin.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I asked you this, but can you talk about how you actually got into acting and what like inspired you to do it?
So I started my acting journey about 5 years ago. Oh no, like exactly 5 years ago, and it honestly fell into my lap, because I wanted to be a professional baseball, football, or basketball player my entire life. And somebody called me and was like, hey, you want to try this showcase just to see what you got? And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I'm always up for a challenge, and I can do whatever for the competition. I love it. So then I tried it, and a few managers and agents were looking at me, and I said, you know what, why not give it a shot? I'm going to stay in LA for about 3 months. And I thought it was just going to be a story for me to tell whenever I get back home. But next thing you know, 3 months turns into 5 years. And I've been loving the journey ever since.
So what was that first project that you did?
The first project that I ever did was called Murder Among Friends. And all I had to do was walk my dog. I saw a dead body and I screamed and ran. And that was it. And it was on the Investigation Discovery Channel.
How old were you when you did that?
I was 9. I was 9 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
It's so crazy. Whenever I watch it back, I was like, oh, my acting was so cringy, but I'm not going to talk about that. I was like, whoa. I've definitely learned a lot about acting since.
Yeah. You can't be too hard on yourself. That's your first acting role, right?
Right, exactly. I can't just say, oh my goodness, that was terrible. No, because I didn't know anything about the business. I was just going to treat it like I was having fun. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I saw a body and I just had to react off of that.
Yeah. That's cool. So it was a surprise kind of career, just something that you like started to do and then you just fell in love with it.
I just fell in love with it just like that because I did not want to act at the beginning. I wanted to be, personally, I wanted to be a baseball player because my family is in the baseball industry. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to be a baseball player. But no, plans change. And that's what happened. I made the sacrifices and I'm so grateful for my family. So they supported me and that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Who in your family is involved with baseball?
My dad and my brother. My dad is a coach for the Atlanta Braves, and my brother is a part of the Tacoma Rainies, if I'm not mistaken. They are the AAA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, cool. So they were like, you kind of like grew up in like a baseball family that you wanted to kind of do that at first.
But I was very nervous to tell them because I thought that they were going to say, nah, you got to go baseball because that's what we do. It's in our legacy. But no, they were very supportive of me. And they said, do what you want. Whatever makes you happy, do it. And that's what happened. And now I'm on Cobra Kai season 4. So you never know what can happen in life.
Yeah, that's awesome. And your parents, they moved with you to LA?
They moved with me. That's what happened.
Wow. Fully committed.
Fully committed.
And it was only going to be 3 months at first.
That was it. We didn't fully commit at that time. We just stayed in like a small apartment for a little bit. It was just my mom and I at the time because my dad was working. So we tried that out and it just turned into 5 years. Honestly, that's what happened.
And you guys are still, you still plan on living in LA still? Like all the acting, all the stuff is there, right?
I feel like there are a lot of opportunities out here, so I'm going to stick with LA.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So do you still play baseball, football, basketball, as you mentioned?
Yeah, I do not do it competitively anymore because I don't want to get injured while filming. But I do play just for fun. I play pickup games with basketball and my friends, and we just have some fun, but nothing competitively.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask, are you a Lakers fan? Clippers?
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm more of a Lakers fan than a Clippers fan. It's unfortunate to see that they lost this year, but I don't know. The Suns are taking over.
They are. They've been playing amazing. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, they sweep the Nuggets.
I mean, I feel like it would have been a different series if Jamal Murray was there, but I don't know. The Suns' defense is elite, so I thought that they were going to still win.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you think is going to win between the Jazz and the Clippers?
Jazz. I'm going to say Jazz because I think the game is going to go. I think the series is going to go to 7. That's what I think. And I think because they have home court advantage, that stadium is just going to be rocking and the energy will be electric and they're going to be ready. So I'm going to say Jazz.
Yeah, definitely. I love how like this year it's such a different, like a bunch of different teams, making
it
they're really surprising everyone.
I was not expecting the playoff tree to look like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm a Knicks fan, so I was very happy this year.
Yeah. Oh, Knicks. I mean, they threw a parade after one win, so I know they were very happy, but y'all did end up losing to the Hawks. Which that game I think is on right now, the Hawks versus Sixers.
Yeah, it is. It is. So I mean, I'm not a Philly fan, but let's go Philly.
No.
gotta get revenge. Yeah, I play basketball too. So definitely you go to the park, like play pickup games, all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, why not? I mean, I go to the nearest park and I know it's usually a lot of adults, so they try to bully me on the court, but I try to hold my own at the same time.
Yeah. So you do kind of have that like that kind of experience, kind of, even if it's not like bullying, like it's like being like the younger kid, right? Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. Throughout my entire life, I've tried to look up to the older kids and play with them because I love the competition. So whenever I'm playing basketball, I try to make the 3-pointers just like they do. I try to post them up even though I really can't go anywhere. So yeah, I just love that competition.
Yeah. Is it similar? Do you kind of feel similar like to the acting with the basketball? Playing with older kids makes you better at, same as like working acting with like the older cast makes you better, right?
I've always thought that acting with the older cast from any show would make me better, and especially on Cobra Kai because there is no tolerance for indecency and just craziness and disrespectful attitude, and it's only about concentration. So whenever we are on set, we're very concentrated. Of course, we laugh and joke whenever we mess up a line or we do one of that, and between takes, we talk to each other. But it's no like lollygagging. So I love working with them because they're all really respectful and they're really cool to work with.
Yeah. Who did you like, were there any like certain people who you kind of connected to most, who kind of like show you like the reins, kind of like guided you in a way?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that because everybody really did, honestly. If I have to say, all of the senseis just helped me out, showed me the ropes, like what to do whenever I'm on set, especially because this production works really fast and they move quickly with every single shot. So they really showed me the ropes and helped me out, even helped me out with my karate.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you do any martial arts beforehand?
Yeah, I had like 3 to 4 years of experience on and off. I never really did it competitively or anything, but I think my highest belt was an orange belt, if I'm not mistaken. But I did it when I was younger, and I've loved doing it ever since. But it's nothing that I would think I would do competitively.
Yeah. Has Cobra Kai like kind of made you like gain an interest in it again?
It really has. It really has, because karate is a lot of fun. It's a special skill, especially helps you whenever you need it, which I don't think you'll need karate often, but it's really fun. And I loved working on it throughout the entire filming process, but it really gave me that interest again.
Yeah. I mean, you never know, like if like some kids pour Pepto on your head that you're getting for your grandma, you might need to know some karate.
I mean, hey, that's what Johnny did. So you never know. It might come in handy someday.
Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's like a balance of it's you're learning karate, but it's also like stage fighting, because you're not actually hitting the person. So you're not really learning to fight. You're more learning to, it's more like kind of like a dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
The choreography, but also we worked on the regular basics of karate as well, so we could know what we need to do in the real world just in case it happens. But I really enjoy learning all the stage fighting and everything. It was cool, and even watching everyone do it. It was they're really talented.
Yeah. And what did you what was like the coolest thing that you learned from like the stunt choreographers, and like from like learning the karate, like the coolest thing?
The coolest thing that I've learned from them, I've learned so much from the stunt people. They were so awesome. I'm trying to learn how to do a backflip. That's what I want to learn. And I got to see I think was it Jacob, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, backflip with them. I was like, oh, that's what I want to learn. So I would have to say that or sweep kicks.
Sweep kicks.
Sweep kicks. I mean, you know his line, sweep the leg. So I
Dallas.
doing sweep kicks.
Oh, I can't don't go down that road. You know what happens. Sweep the leg. Like
Well, no, that's just him. But what they showed me at the studio, it's cool doing the sweeps and stuff. So I'm gonna have to say either backflips or sweeps.
yeah. And I know you can't talk about season 5 or whatever, but like are you like regardless, are you like training or still like doing that like on your own time, like learning like the backflips and all that?
Yes, I am. I haven't really worked on backflips, but I need to get back into that. But yeah, I've been working on karate training and it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm about to get into classes very soon.
Oh, wait, into karate class.
Karate classes.
All
So
right.
be ready, just in case.
Oh, cool. So you're doing actual karate classes while learning from like professional stunt choreographers.
That is right. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good combination.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. And what's it like for you, because you're still doing school, so like how is it like balancing schoolwork with filming? Like how's that?
At the beginning of my career, balancing school was not easy because I had to adjust to being homeschooled, and that was not anything that I wanted to do. I had to adjust to an independent life, and I'm a social butterfly, as my mom calls me, and I love hanging out with people. But now it's gotten a lot easier. I'm homeschooled. I'm with a great program, and going on set, it's easy. I just have to get 3 hours in every single day. And yeah, it's a lot easier now. Balancing it is great.
Yeah. And was your, other than Cobra Kai, was I know you were on the Nickelodeon show Cousins for Life. Was that your biggest role ever? Or?
That has been my biggest role ever. Even though it only went one season, that has been it. But I feel like I'm gonna be more recognized as the kid from Cobra Kai though once it comes out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. Are you already being recognized?
From Cousins for Life still, even though it doesn't really come on, but besides that, no, not really. Especially with the masks on, it's hard to tell who I am.
Yeah. Well, once a season 4 comes around, definitely.
Yeah, they're gonna see the hair and be like, "Oh, that's him."
The hair, yeah. Exactly. It'll definitely be like a bigger like it's season 4 is gonna definitely like blow up and be huge. You know, all the fans. Like season 3 was crazy, but
yeah,
season 4 and it's so nuts. Like I always say, like season 4, it feels like the last season. It feels like that's it. But we know they still have a couple more seasons in mind.
I hope they do. Honestly, I would love for this show to keep going because it's incredible and people are loving it.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope we see. Well, first, I can't wait to see Kenny in season 4, but but also I hope he's in season 5 and season 6. You know, we had TORY that came in season 2. She was introduced then, and now look at her. She's
it's crazy. I'm gonna just pray that I'm in upcoming seasons, but which I think I will be, but you never know. I really hope so. I had an incredible experience, even if it doesn't happen, but season 4 was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still don't know yet whether or not you're in it.
No, I do not.
Season 5.
I do not know yet.
Well, hoping you are. I'm sure in October they announced season 4 they announced a season 3 release date along with season 4 is in training. Like they're gonna start it, so hopefully soon they do like I'm sure like soon they'll do an official season 5 announcement.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't know if it's been picked up for season 5 just yet, but I know it's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, I don't think officially, but I mean,
right.
They would
Yeah,
be.
I mean, it's Cobra Kai. It's Cobra Kai. It's the best. It's a really great show.
It's amazing. Yeah. And so what has been like your biggest lesson or takeaway like from just being in the acting industry as a whole?
Yeah, the biggest takeaway that I can say is I have so many, so I'm gonna condense that, and because I don't want to bore you to death,
No, you won't.
I'm just gonna say a few. I'm gonna say being respectful to all of your peers on set because you never know who you will meet. Definitely know your lines and be prepared at all times because you never know what's gonna happen on set because they could change it at any time. So just know your actions, know your lines, and know what you're gonna do, and have fun. Always have fun. I know it's a serious business, but have fun at all times.
Yeah. That's good advice.
Mhm.
And I feel I think I asked you this before we actually started the interview, but I'm pretty sure it was before. So I'll ask you now. When you got the role of Kenny,
Yeah.
right? Like
Uh,
how did it come to be, and like when did you get that role?
So whenever I got the role, it was a shock because I watched the show and I saw whatever all of it. I binge watched everything. I knew what was happening in Karate Kid. I understood the references. But whenever I got the role, like I said to you, I contacted Jacob because we did a movie about 3 to 4 years prior, and he was very excited for me. So I was honestly just in shock and so grateful, and I'm very blessed. I'm so excited for y'all to see it because it's really good.
Yeah, yeah. Are you and Jacob like close because you knew him prior to
Yes,
Cobra
yeah.
Kai?
I think he was the only person that I knew prior to Cobra Kai.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was the only one on set. They were all new faces, but except him. So he also showed me the ropes too.
Yeah. And but you did you recognize any of them from like other shows like Disney Channel,
Yes,
Nickelodeon?
of course, Painless. I watched her growing up all the time. I actually had a crush on her when I was younger. I'm gonna say Mary because of her movie Frenemies back in like 2013, was it?
Yeah.
I watched that movie about 3 to 4 times, honestly. And then Tanner because of what was the it's so weird because I loved Nickelodeon. So I watched him as Mason Kindle, even though he had like a recurring role on Game Shakers.
Game
That's what.
Shakers, yeah.
And then everybody else, I knew them from Karate Kid.
Did you watch Fuller House?
I did watch Fuller House. Yes.
Did you see him on there? Did you see Tanner on there?
Tanner was on Fuller House?
He was in one episode. He was like remember the dancing in the cafeteria where Ramona, Kimmy's daughter, they were having the dance off against like the
Yes.
other dancers. He was like the main dancer.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. And he was dancing, and he's a good dancer. I don't know if you knew
I
he
didn't
dances.
know that. I didn't know that. Okay, Tanner, I see you.
He's a very good dancer. So I even like made a post like what Robbie does when he's not kicking people off balconies.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find that on YouTube.
Oh
Like
yeah,
him,
definitely.
like yeah, it's so cool. So did you send in a tape for your audition? Did you
I
do it in
did
person?
because of COVID. We couldn't go in person, so I sent in a tape, and then I did a callback for them, and I got the role.
Do you remember when specifically you got the part?
Uh, I'm trying to think. When did I get the part? Did I get the part? I got the part sometime in January. Yes, I officially got the part. I'm gonna say mid January sometime. I know it was after Cobra Kai released on Netflix.
After season 3, right?
After season 3, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I told you this before we started the interview. Like you're literally a fan of the show, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden you become a reoccurring character.
yeah. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I'm, like I said, I know I've said this so many times, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah. Were you a little starstruck like coming in, because like here you are like watching this like universe, and then like all of a sudden like boom, you're in it?
Yeah, I was very nervous and I was very starstruck at the same time. I had a mix of emotions, but I knew I had to be professional. I had to be responsible and just treat it like a normal project. But in my head, like I told you, it's just like all these people, I've seen all of them in this show, and this is so awesome.
Yeah. And once again, you don't have to get into specifics, but I know for Sholo's audition, he had to audition when he was auditioning for Miguel. He had to audition with like one of the earlier scenes of him being a nerd, and then he also auditioned with the scene like from like season 1, episode 10, when he was like the badass Miguel. So
Yeah.
I'm curious, were you just auditioning for bullied Kenny? Like, is that all they were asking for?
Oh, well, I guess you just got to find out whenever you watch it. This is one that I can't really say what happened, but okay, whenever you watch the show, you'll be like, I remember that question that I asked Dallas. That's what it is. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Fair enough. So I'm excited. Whatever it is. So there'll definitely be like an arc.
Yeah,
right?
definitely will be an arc. It's a great storyline that everybody will relate to. Well, at least I hope a lot of people will be able to relate.
Yeah. And once again, you said you feel like it's it has the vibes of the Miguel, the Hawk, but it's still like its own completely new thing, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's completely different. That's why it's really cool that I'm a kid and all of them are high schoolers getting bullied. But it changed it up a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely should be saying. So do you like remember like where you were and like what you were doing when you found out you got the role? Like who told you? And
Yeah, I remember the call. I remember all of it. I was on set for a project and I was about to go and do my scene. My mom left, okay? So she left to go do something. I forgot what it was. She comes back speed walking to me. And I know in my head that something's going down with Cobra Kai. So who knows what's going to happen, if I'm going to get the role, if I'm not. And she comes and my manager and my whole entire team is on the line. And they tell me that I'm going to be in season 4 of Cobra Kai, and I'm just so elated, but I can't really express the emotions until I get to my trailer because I'm on set. So I had to go to a remote area just away from everybody and answer that phone call. But once I got into the trailer, I called my dad. I called I forgot who else, but I definitely called my dad, and I was just really excited and I was jumping. And it was funny. Even my castmate was like, "You were jumping. Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really great. I'm excited."
Yeah. You're like, "Oh, I just found out the Lakers won," or something. Like,
I just saw the Lakers won. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, okay.
It's just make up something.
Make up something, you know?
Yeah. Did your parents get to come on set at all or see you?
I'm trying to think. I know my mom was there almost every day. So she was pretty much my guardian the whole entire time. My dad did not get to go on because I think he was working, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he was doing something, but my mom was pretty much taking care of me that whole entire time.
That's awesome. And so they're like the only ones who really know like what you're doing, or at least like
I've actually been hiding it from my dad too, because he said he wanted to watch the show and see what happens then. My mom is the only person that knows what happens the whole entire season.
Yeah. You got to tell someone, especially your mom. You can't keep that from your mom.
But the other thing is, it's like, it's not that I told her. She's just there to watch it. She sees everything that's happening, which I'm very glad that she got to see, because I cannot hold a secret for a very, very long time.
Yeah. So like when you need to like talk about, like when you need to get like all the stuff out, do you like talk to her just because you can't really talk
I talk about everything. So yeah, whenever I was talking about Cobra Kai, it's only to her.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is she like, does she like help you like, you know, manage like all your stuff, like your projects,
Yeah. What I call my mom, she's my momager. So she helps me out with everything that involves the business, regular life, and even whenever I was thinking about my acting choices, she's helping me out with that. So she's my coach at the same time.
Yeah. Is that like, does she have like another job, or is that like what is that what she does?
That's what she does. That's what my mom does, and I'm so grateful for her.
That's awesome. So she like she's now like kind of like, you both are kind of like in it together with like the
Yeah,
career.
this is our journey. This is what we're doing, and she's very supportive of me, and she just wants me to go far in this business. And I, full steam ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep booking the jobs. But she helps me out with everything. I couldn't do this without her.
That's amazing. And yeah, once again, like you're so young, and like
Mhm.
I'm sure like this show is like probably like one of the best opportunities out there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I tell somebody, I haven't told many people, of course, but for the people that have seen it on Deadline, they're just like, Dallas, like, I don't know if you know this, but this is such a great opportunity for you to get your name out there in the business so people can know who I am. So that's why I'm so happy for this, and it's going to be such a great season. People are going to love it.
Yeah, definitely. Like the actors, like I think Sholo hasn't been in too many things, but I feel like, you know, his acting in Cobra Kai is like one of the most like underrated performances. It's just all so
Yeah.
natural. Like I feel like
Yeah.
him and like the other younger cast, this like the show is like really gonna help them. And like it's such a young cast, like
It
so
really is.
much room for potential, you know?
Yeah, this project definitely opened doors for many people in the cast.
Yeah. And are you currently working on anything else? Are you planning on?
I have a few things in the works right now. Just fingers crossed. You never know what's gonna happen with it, but I'm filming a project, I think July 9th. So that's gonna be my summer job, as I say. But yeah, I'm really excited for that one. And besides that, Cobra Kai.
Never does.
Cobra Kai never dies. Yes, sir.
Are you filming that in LA?
Yes, I am filming in LA.
Oh, cool. So are you like, is it like all like close to where you live, or do you have to like maybe like stay at a hotel, like somewhere
So,
closer to?
a few of the locations in the project, I'm gonna have to stay in a hotel, but most of them, they're near where I live.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is very, very convenient. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, you get the comfort of your own home, and then
Right, exactly.
that's definitely important.
Mhm.
So both you and Una O'Brien were announced as the new characters on the show. Did
Mhm.
like, can you talk about like your like relationship with her? Did you guys like kind of connect right off the bat because you both were in the same boat?
Yeah, we hit it off immediately. She is such a great person, and we actually contact each other once in a while. Whenever, like during the off season, we just talk to each other, and we have a group chat with some of the kids. So we're gonna get on FaceTime not too long from now. But yeah, she's a great person. We talked about what we're looking for in this project, how excited we are whenever it comes out. But yeah, she's a great person to talk to, and we also play games together because she loves sports just like I do. So yeah, she's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys just met for the first time when you were doing Cobra Kai, right?
No, actually, we did a chemistry read, which is for the viewers who don't know what that is, it's just like you're mixing and matching with different kids who are auditioning for the roles that you are auditioning for. And we did an audition for Danger Force on Nickelodeon. But
What?
I forgot that it was her. So whenever she showed up, I was like, she said something to me. She was like, we did a chemistry before. And I was like, we did. That's so unbelievable how it works out.
No, wait, that's probably the biggest coincidence out there, right?
Yeah,
That's a coincidence, right?
that is a big coincidence. So yeah, we hit it off immediately. But yeah, she's great.
So, wait, so who recognized who?
Una recognized me. And then when I went deep in the bag, I was like, wait, I know her from somewhere. I was like, that's where I know her from. You're right.
Oh, so you guys already had that like connection already.
Right. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys are still friends. You still keep in touch.
Yeah, we were actually just talking a few minutes ago, or not necessarily a few minutes ago, but before the interview. Yeah, we were talking.
Oh, cool. And were you talking to her like the day of that big announcement with the two of you?
No, I didn't actually meet her on that day, but I met her, I'm gonna say maybe 3 weeks after that. So then I met her, I was like, okay, so this is a great opportunity for both of us. And that's when we started talking.
So, but you knew, so you found out she was gonna be in it from that announcement.
Yes, that's how I knew she was gonna be in it.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I said this already, but I can't wait for, I think like each season, because season 1, episode 1 literally starts with just Johnny.
Right.
The whole thing's focused around Johnny, and you have Daniel and Miguel there, but it's really just Johnny. And then the way, like from episode 1 of season 1 to season 4, you have all these different characters. It's really incredible, you know?
It really is. It really is. The level of nuance in this project is so special. And it keeps getting better every single season.
Yeah. And you definitely know like the writers, like they wouldn't put in characters who aren't gonna impact the story. They don't write characters just to write characters. They have like the whole story, and it's like, what characters can we have in there to tell the story, and like what characters can like influence other characters.
Yeah, exactly. They're very intelligent, and like I said before, creative. They are great.
Yeah. So okay, so forget you're casted in season 4. This is before, right after you watch season 3, and you're a fan.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about season 4? What do you hope to see like right after you watch season 3? What are your theories, like all of that?
Ooh, I wasn't even thinking about theories. Honestly, I was just like, oh my gosh, who's gonna win the All Valley? What's gonna happen in this project? I mean, I didn't know what was gonna happen, because at the end, I was like, after the fight at the house, I felt so bad for the LaRussos, how they were gonna fight back. And whenever I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. I like the combination of Johnny's lessons and then Daniel's lessons, and then they merge together. Like, that's very special and powerful. And I was like, that can be a very interesting story later on in season 4.
Yeah, it all built up to that.
It all built up to that. All the hatred and combativeness of both of them, they came together finally.
I think it was about time, right?
It was. Season 3 was the perfect time to do that. And I know everybody is talking about it now.
Yeah, that's definitely, and we know that they have a lot in common, but they also have different ideologies. So that's
Exactly.
it's gonna be interesting, because just because they're opening up a new dojo, just because they have a common mission, doesn't mean they know the same ways to get there, you know?
Right, exactly. Right.
I don't know if you've seen like some of the memes, like there've been like some like memes like, how is season 4 going to start? Like, cuz we've heard it's going to take place right where season 3 left off, or season 3 ended. So like there's some memes like after Johnny says let's begin, Daniel's like, okay everyone, paint the fence, and then Johnny's like, what the
Right.
it's
I've never seen those memes. I need to go check them out.
Oh, they're like in like some of my comments. It's like, it's so
that's so funny.
It's so funny, like, because they're both like, that's what I've like that's why these writers are so like brilliant. It's like, like I do like some writing on my own, and I've like thought like 1,000 times, like, how can you open season 4 if you're gonna pick up right from there? How can you like open it up after Johnny says let's begin without like being like cringy and ruining, because I don't think there should be a joke. Like
there shouldn't.
Yeah. Cause then you watch the end of season 3 and it's like it's this epic moment, but then season 4 is just gonna like start with a joke. It's like
exactly. And it wouldn't be as interesting.
Exactly.
No, I will not tell you what happens in that episode, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Have you seen the season? Or
Have I? No, I have not seen the season yet. I'm going to see the season exactly when you all see the season. So that's what's going to be really cool about it too. But no, I've just read the episodes via like the scripts, but I haven't seen the final cut.
So they're still editing. Yeah,
they're still in post production right now.
Yeah. So you only know what you've done, maybe what you've seen like other people do, like you don't know like how any of it looks on film.
I have no idea how it looks, but I cannot wait to see
it. It's crazy how they like you could only imagine like what it's like filming something and then like putting the music over it and
right. It's really cool how it happens because I know I'm gonna be shocked once it comes out because everything happens for a reason, and once it comes out, it's just going to look so nice, and I'm just so grateful. It's gonna really be awesome.
Yeah. Are you a music guy? Are you into music?
I love listening to rap, but I do not play any instruments or sing.
Okay.
But so I'm thinking about getting into singing though. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite artists?
My favorite artist would have to be, I like The Weeknd. I love Chris Brown. When it comes to rap, Drake. He's very talented. And then people like DaBaby and Lil Baby, they're really good. What about you?
You know, and this is why I love Cobra Kai. I've always been an 80s guy. Like really? 80s music. Like my mom gave me guitar lessons when I was in first grade or preschool. Yeah. So like just when I was like so little, so it's just always, and then my guitar teachers, you know, they were like kind of grew up in the 80s and I didn't know what songs to play other than ABC and Happy Birthday. So like they like gave me like some Bon Jovi, like Guns N' Roses, like stuff like that. And so me and Johnny are like, we're bros. I'm like, I'm not like Miguel with like who's like what's Guns N' Roses or you know like I'm like I know what
you understand all of that.
I get Johnny's taste.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's
so cool.
And it's like it's so funny because a song like Back in Black, you know, I'm sure you've heard that song a million times, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've heard that song so many times and I got kind of sick of it. I mean, you hear it all the time. Then it appears in Cobra Kai and I listen to it like nonstop. It's
the music in Cobra Kai is so awesome. And I was one of the catchy ones that I was just listening to was the fight song when they were talking about when they were at the billiards spot and they were having that huge fight.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the fight song. I was jamming to it. It was really cool.
Yeah, that the music chosen is so great. And it's like, it's crazy because that's like a whole department.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right? They have their own separate music department. And they're very smart and they know exactly what Cobra Kai needs.
Yeah. And there's like songs in Cobra Kai that are very like I've searched them up. Like some of them aren't even on YouTube. They're like some of the songs are just not like common songs, and it's like how they find these songs.
Yeah,
is really like for example, in the first episode of season 1, there's like a song playing in the mini mart, like in the speakers. It's like how do they like know like
right? That's so interesting. Yeah, and I don't think they're original songs like that they just made. But
no, they were existing. Yeah,
they were already existing. So that's wow. Hey, they have their ways. They have their secrets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are there any other songs that you like from the show that you got into?
What was the song that they used for the All Valley? I'm trying to think about it.
Karate Kid?
No, for Cobra Kai.
The song?
The song that they use for
I Want It All in the beginning.
Well, there we go.
Queen.
I want it all.
It's
And
so
I want it now. I'm just like, yes.
You get into it. It's
you really get into it. It grabbed my attention as soon as I started watching it.
Yeah. And that's how they you start the episode. Like, what a perfect way to.
Yeah, because you don't want to bore people to death at the beginning of an episode. That's how you start it off.
Yeah. What I loved so much about that is like the previous episode 9, ended with Johnny finding out Daniel was training Robbie. Then like it ends in chaos. Then like that next episode starts with the All Valley. It's like
right, yeah,
here it is.
It's so unbelievable how it all works out.
And it's funny because Josh Heald, I don't know if like maybe you've like spoken to him, so maybe like this is like maybe it won't be surprising that he said this, but like something that he like wanted from that scene, like it's like the I want it all, but then like you have like the montage of like the things that are going on. He wanted like churros, like the
oh yes,
like the salt or whatever it was, like pouring on the churros in slow motion. It's like it's so funny because like you wouldn't think that like you would think that it wouldn't look good, but it looked good.
It looked good. And I'm telling you, their ideas are just so mesmerizing. And you don't think of this all the time, but they know what they want. And they have a vision for all of the upcoming seasons and even season 4 while it was going on. They know. They know.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see how the season 1 tournament and the season 4 tournament will compare. You know, I'm sure it'll be so different.
Oh yeah, definitely. It will be.
It will. And so I have some like questions just like on like your opinion on like the show, like as a fan. So who is your favorite Cobra Kai or Karate Kid character?
My favorite Cobra Kai or Karate Kid character. Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with Daniel LaRusso. Just because of that crane kick. That I wanted to try it whenever I was younger. I wanted to just see what I could do with it. And I could do it, but not as great as they did.
Yeah. Would you say LaRusso from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai?
Yeah, definitely. I love the characters and I loved how he evolved and the storyline. Everything was just well placed and everything was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And favorite season, favorite episode, and favorite scene. I know.
Okay.
Favorite episode and scene, maybe if you want to, you could do season 1 through 3.
Yeah. Okay. So favorite season. Ooh, season 2. Season 2 was my favorite season. I like when they introduced Peyton and her storyline and how everything and their rivalry between Sam and Tori was really good. So I'm gonna say that was my favorite season. Favorite episode. I have to go with the last episode, the season finale for season 3. Just because they brought in Allie and they had that relationship and it was rekindled and everything was just really good with Amanda and her vibing, and they were talking about how they broke up and everything was just very awesome. And then my favorite episode or my favorite scene was the school fight.
Hey,
that was, I don't know how they choreographed that, but the stunt coordinator was very skilled. I will say that.
Yeah. They only had 3 days to shoot that.
Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. And just to see how it was so awesome once it came out, I was like, wow, that's talent. Because all of them were pretty much doing their own stunts.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have to have a stunt double for any?
Yeah, I did. My stunt double was really cool. Yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, I had to have a stunt double, but I also had to do a few of my own stunts, so y'all will see it whenever it comes out. But yeah, it's cool.
Cool. What was it like working with a stunt double? Did did you guys did he maybe teach you anything, or like how was that?
Yeah, the best thing about my stunt double was that he really helped me out with all of my fight sequences and my my technique and how I could just like react to everything whenever it's going after me. If I like dodge a punch or kick someone or kick something, whatever it is, he just helped me out with form and technique. So he was really good with that. That's why I loved having a stunt double and a helper there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said your favorite scene was the school fight. Did you have a specific because that was like a whole thing. Was there a specific part or move that you liked?
I had a specific part and move. It was all upstairs whenever it was the Robby and Miguel fight. So whenever they were fighting each other and he was like, you took advantage of Sam or whatever that was because he kissed her. And I just love that move from Robby whenever he was hanging on the rail and he kicked him and brought his foot up. So pretty much he had to use his core strength and kick him again. I was like, yeah. How did you do that? And then he kicked him off the rail, and that was just the complete end all of the whole entire scene. I was like, whoa, I can't believe it just ended that way. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I remember watching it for the first time, and I'm like, wait, they're like a little close to the railing. Like, why are they so close to that railing? And then
that's what happened. Yeah, I was saying the exact same thing. I was like, you might want to move away from the rail, dude.
Just shuffle a bit. Yeah.
We can still battle each other, but just move a little bit. And then I was like, oh.
If you watch it, it could have easily been Miguel who was the one who kicked Robby off or punched him off.
It was going either way. I didn't know how it was going to end. And I thought he was really going to injure him whenever he was thinking about Johnny's notes about being mercy or having mercy. And whenever he did that, I was like, okay, he said, I'm sorry. That's going to be it. Okay. And then Robby just was like, ah! I'm like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was going to be it and they were going to make up and that was it. But that's not what happened at all.
Nope. Their rivalry is so interesting because they really it's not that direct, if you know what I mean. Like, they haven't had too many confrontations other than fights.
No, honestly, they really haven't. They really haven't. It's an interesting relationship.
Yeah. I hope season 4 kind of dives more into that because right now it's kind of their rivalry comes from other people. It doesn't really have anything to do with them just not liking each other as people. It's
right.
It's because this one likes Sam and this one was training with his father, you know?
Right, exactly. I like how Sam and TORY's relationship and rivalry evolved as time went on. That was really cool. So I think they're going to have that same idea in season 4 and coming seasons after that.
Yeah. Because their rivalry was focused on them.
Yes. Cool. Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah. What do you think of the PTSD, the heartbeat stuff with Sam, with TORY in season 3?
You said the heartbeat?
When her heart would just drop at the laser tag and all those scenes when she saw TORY.
I'll say one thing, it was incredible acting from Mary's part. I was like, wow, I really feel bad for her because she doesn't know what to do and she's actually terrified just because of what she did in the school fight. And then when she gained that strength to fight her back and she grabbed the staff, I was like, oh, it's going down.
It's going down, yeah.
Going down.
Has that moment with the music swells up, closes her eyes, kind of finds her balance, has the voiceovers in her head, you know?
This is my only thing that I was thinking about. I was like, she was closing her eyes for a long time. What do you think TORY would just hit her? I was like, I feel like TORY would just hit her, but it's a part of the moment. TORY was probably looking at her like, is she crazy?
It's kind of kind of like Karate Kid 3 with Mike Barnes. Like Daniel was doing the kata for like a bunch, like maybe like a minute, and then like it just threw Mike Barnes off his game.
Right. Yeah. That's what happens.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I know we've been going for a while. Do you mind? Do you want to take some like questions from the chat before we end?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
All right, cool. We could take a couple. How long are you good for? I know we've been going for a while, but
we can go for like 10, 15 more minutes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's take some questions from chat. So if you guys have a question for Dallas, Dallas, can you see the chat?
I can see the chat. Yes.
All right, cool. So if you see a question, you can just call it out to me,
okay.
and I'll pull it up. No spoilers, guys. Yeah.
No spoilers. Let's see. I'm seeing a question. Oh, whoa! They just jumped. Hold up.
Yeah, it jumps a little bit sometimes. I think people are gonna. I found a good question. Let me.
Yeah, what's the question?
Darren asks, "Did you meet the whole cast of Cobra Kai?"
That's a good question. I met everybody in Cobra Kai, and it was just a surreal moment every single time. It was really cool meeting everyone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was it like? You said you were like meeting the original characters, right? Like
yeah, I'm gonna say for Daniel, I was nervous to go up to him, but I said, you know what? Let me just do it. Let's do it, and because I really want to introduce myself. And I said what's up to him, and he was just a really nice guy. And I was around a few of them at the time, so I got to meet Sholo, I think Mary and Daniel and Mr. Ralph at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, what was I gonna ask? Were you like intimidated at all, like meeting Martin Kove and Thomas?
I was very intimidated to meet Mr. Martin because he just looks very scary, but he's such a nice guy and he's really cool in person. And then Mr. Thomas, because he's so tall and he's so big, and I'm like, I don't want to have the wrong impression or anything, because his first impression is big to me. So yeah, they were really nice people though.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, he's tall. He's right, like Thomas C. Griffith.
Very tall. Very tall. I don't know what
Thomas.
he is. Like 6. I don't even know. I'll tell you one thing I had to look up when I introduced myself.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let's see.
Miyagi Kai theory. I'm pretty sure Dallas can't answer that. I wanted to bring it up because I appreciate that super chat. Right? You can't. I
can't answer that.
Yeah, but I appreciate that super chat, and I mean, we'll find out. And
that's the unfortunate thing. I can't really answer a lot of the questions. They have to just be generic questions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I feel like I even though we haven't really talked specifics like about season 4, I feel like just hearing like, you know, about like your like experience on set and like your just acting experience as a whole like has been like really interesting. You know, like I found it really interesting. And I think it would be cool maybe after season 4 comes out, maybe we can do another discussion.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. We should for sure do that whenever it comes out. I'm down.
Awesome. That'd be so cool. Full spoilers, full
everything. And I will be able to explain a lot of the scenes too and what was happening off.
Awesome. You know, Dallas, what was it like being the winner of the All Valley tournament?
It was amazing, man. I mean, I had a great run.
What was it like being revealed to be the actual villain of season 4?
I know, right? All of these questions will be answered whenever it comes out.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, this is a good one.
Let's see.
Rogue EX or EXE So I guess in real life, if you were to choose one of the 3 dojos, Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, Cobra Kai, in real life, which dojo would you join?
Ooh, that's a very good question. If I had to join one of them, Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, I'm gonna have to go with Cobra Kai. Honestly, I mean, Cobra Kai never dies. Like Cobra Kai is the one, and like I said, they have the baddest name in the dojo in the back.
It's a badass name for a dojo.
It really is. It really is. So yeah, I would have to pick Cobra Kai, but no disrespect to any of the other dojos.
Yeah, and in real life, who would be your preferable sensei? Johnny, KREESE, or Silver?
Johnny, 100%. His character is so awesome, and then him in real life, he can relate to his character big time. All the good ways he can relate. I mean, the bad ones for Johnny, I'm not sure about that because Mr. William is not like him, like 100%, but he's really cool.
Yeah. There was like a video I saw online of Ralph like teaching Billy how to do an Instagram story.
Yes.
And it was like the funniest thing I've seen. Like,
that's how he can relate to his character because his character has no idea what that is.
And like it was so funny because Ralph was so like proud of himself because of how much he knew. He was like, see, a story goes away after a certain time. Yes. It's not like a post. And then Billy was like, okay, so like when would you do a post and when would you do a story? It's like, felt like you were watching them in the show. Like,
yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
It's really funny. I mean, old school, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if you can answer that because you know that.
We'll get revenge on Kyler.
Maybe as a fan, like after you watched season 3, like what did you think of like the Kyler picking on Dimitri and all that?
I especially after the show, I was like, oh, Dimitri's definitely gonna get his revenge. I mean, he just needs to.
Yeah.
But that's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, a couple people, it's funny because even like Hawk's got to get his revenge on Kyler, you know?
Oh, like, yeah. A few people have to get their revenge on Kyler.
Sam's got to get everyone's got to get revenge on Kyler.
Everybody. Yes.
Kenny's going to come out here getting revenge on Kyler.
This is going to happen for real.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh no. Oh no, where'd he go? Oh no, he disappeared. He got kicked out. I'm sure maybe his phone died or
it left for some reason. I don't know why, but now I'm back.
Now you're back.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Hey.
Okay, that was whoa. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm back.
You're back.
That was so weird. I apologize to all the fans. I just left for some reason, but here we go. I'm here.
No worries. I did like a whole like discussion on like Kenny's character and like within the past like 10 seconds. No,
okay, no.
No, you're good. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, what was it here? Chosen Vader, because you said you had a crush on Peyton List, right? What was it like? Did you tell her that?
I did tell her that.
Yes. Tell her.
We were talking one time. It was Offset, and we just had a conversation. And I said, I'm gonna be so honest with you. When I was younger, I had a huge crush on you. So whenever I got to work with her and meet her, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is Peyton List. I looked up to her when I was younger. Like, this is unbelievable. Because Jessie was my favorite show growing up. So working with her was amazing, and she's a great person.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what did you think of her? Because I know, like, as someone who watched, I was a fan of Cobra Kai like from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard that she was gonna be playing bad girl,
right,
evil Tori, I'm like, wait, yeah. Emma from Jessie, like what?
Right. Yeah,
like,
her ability to transition into a completely different person is it's really cool to watch. She's very talented, but she's been acting for a long time, so she understands what to do.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you were talking about like how like actors like with like the different range of like what they can do, and she definitely has a great range.
Yeah, her and Hawk, I really think about whenever you like ask me a question like that, it would be her and Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, would you ever like what role would you ever be interested in playing that maybe you haven't, would you ever want to play like a bad guy, or
I would love to play a bad guy. I would love to play a bad guy and a really nerdy kid, because I've never done that. I played a sensitive kid one time. I played an entrepreneur kid who just wanted an opportunity all the time. I've played a bully. I've played a kid who's gotten bullied. So it's different. And I love receiving those different auditions so I can try to portray different emotions.
Yeah. It's fun, like, right? Like kind of like challenging yourself, playing other people.
Yeah, it's really awesome just to take risks too in your performances.
Yeah. Cause also I guess in like reality, like, like you're not a bully in real life. So maybe it's like kind of fun to act as a bully. Like you could be the bad guy in that way. Like, even though that's not you in real life, just acting like,
right. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it. That's why I love acting.
Yeah. Is there any other good questions? Let's see. Jesse, thank you for the super chat. How tall are you?
I am 5'3". I'm 5'3" now. And it's really funny because whenever I was on the show a few months ago, I just grew inches. Like it's crazy because whenever I was on the show, I was 5'1". So then I during the off season, I just grew a few inches, and it's crazy. But yeah, I'm 5'3".
So you're almost Thomas's height.
I wish.
He could probably be in the NBA.
I know, right? For real, he could.
I'm gonna search up how tall he is. Thomas Ian Griffith height.
And I also have another question about my age. It's just I'm 14 years old.
Yeah. Do you want to take a guess how tall he is before I tell you?
If I have to think about it, whenever I saw him, looked up 6'4",
6'5".
6'5". Okay. Yeah. Wow. 6'5". He's really tall.
Could be like a shooting guard in the NBA.
He could be. He honestly could be, and he probably has the skills to do that.
I'm sure he does.
Mm-hmm.
And did you because in Karate Kid 3, he obviously looks a lot older than Ralph Macchio, but when did you find out about that age that he's younger than Ralph?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
When I was shocked because I saw the ages not too long ago, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. Hold on. I was like, you're telling me that Johnny is younger than him? You're telling me that Silver is younger than him? I was like, how? What? Because I thought he was a kid whenever he did Karate Kid, but no, he was an adult.
He's 27 in Karate Kid 3.
27. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Did you find out while you were like on set?
Yeah, I did find out. Yeah, it was so weird. I was like, wait a minute, because I don't just think about people's ages, but I saw it somewhere. I forgot where I saw it, but I was like, whoa, that's very interesting.
Yeah. And it's like it's exciting because you just like it looks like because Griffith has like the silver hair. It looks like he's older, but he's 4 months younger. And the fact that Ralph Macchio and William Zabka and even Martin Kove are doing what they're doing at their age,
right?
You could only imagine what Thomas Ian Griffith, who is actually a black belt in karate, you can only imagine what he's gonna do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yes, it's going to be awesome. It's going down.
It's going down. I'm so excited. Like it's like some of his like Twitter videos. It's like you don't know if he's like still doing it, but like
right. Yeah. I thought he was retired whenever they found out that he was going to be in the show. And I was like, oh, okay. So he actually came back to reprise his role. And I was like, oh, that's great for the show.
I'm so happy about that. Like,
yeah.
They needed to.
Yes, definitely, especially with all the military stuff that was going on. I was like, oh, that's Terry Silver. I was like, I already know that's Terry Silver.
I owe you. I owe you. Whatever you need, I owe you. And then the phone call.
And then the phone call happened. But yeah.
Such a great segue. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Let's see. See some spoilery questions. How about this one? Thomas asks, what specialty does Dallas's dad do for the Atlanta Braves?
Yes, my dad is a first base coach for the Braves. So he is usually the base running coach, and he works with the outfielders like Ronald Acuna Jr. and Marcelo Ozuna and all of those guys.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
And are you a Braves fan?
Die hard.
Nice.
Die hard Braves fan. Yeah, we're not looking too good right now, but I feel like we're still gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. Let's see. I know you can't really talk about like whether you like worked with him, but like maybe just like meeting Tanner. Like, what was it like meeting him?
Yeah, meeting Tanner, he is such an incredible person. He is really thoughtful, and he's really just a kind person. And he is another one that showed me the ropes, like Hawk, or I keep calling him Hawk, Jacob, and the senseis, all of them. So he is a really good person. Yeah, and I love working with him.
Do you like call them, like, do you ever accidentally call them by their character names, like when you're talking to them?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have before. I feel like that happens so often on set. They're just like, oh, what's up, Kenny? Oh, my bad, Dallas. My bad. I'm like, it's okay. You can call me by either one.
Do you now, like, if you like, have you heard the name Kenny ever and like just kind of like respond to it? Like someone calls out, hey Kenny, and then just
Yes, that has happened before.
Really?
It has happened before. And it's so weird because I was so used to being called Kenny that whenever somebody says Kenny, I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. And you know what was so funny? I was actually watching the Knicks game, and I took this picture of this. One of the assistant coaches' name is Kenny Payne. And I'm like, Kenny, that's my name. I'm like, yo, I'm Kenny. I was like, oh, that's so fire. I was like, hey, anytime I see Kenny, I take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what about like your other characters? Do you kind of like still?
Not necessarily anymore, but whenever I was just filming the show, I would see it and I'll be like, oh, that's my name. And I'd take a picture of it, or I'd show somebody. I call them on FaceTime and show someone, but yeah.
Yeah. Any good questions that aren't spoilery?
I see one by Nitro One, if I'm not mistaken, and it just says, "Who is your favorite character?" So, who's your favorite character in Cobra Kai? My favorite character in Cobra Kai would have to be Hawk. His arc has been really cool. Just to see him be a bully kid to a bad person, and then team up with Dimitri at the end of season 3 was definitely special.
What's your favorite Hawk scene?
My favorite Hawk scene? Honestly, that it was the season 3 fight when he would look like he was about to beat somebody up, and then he helped Dimitri. I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Hearing like KREESE's voice, like the enemy of your enemy is your friend, like all the. Did you notice that, like with season 3, that final fight, Miguel had like the Johnny's voice in his head, Sam had Daniels, and Hawk had KREESE, and yeah. Do you notice that?
I'd never noticed that, but I'm glad you brought that to my attention.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like character moments like within that fight, you know. Let's see. Oh, well, Did you know about the Geek Week, the Netflix Geek Week? Did you hear about that?
I did hear about it. I honestly thought that there was gonna be a trailer, but I was like, nah, it's a little too soon.
Yeah, I thought they were just gonna like not a trailer, but like a little tease, like kind of like the silver one or like a release
Yeah,
date, like a
that's what I thought too, but nothing happened.
yeah, they kind of like set it up.
They wasn't it like I think Sholo, Jacob,
Jacob,
and a few of them were playing games, right?
yeah, they played Street Fighter, and Gianni, they were playing Street Fighter,
Yeah,
which was cool. They just like kind of like they like kind of teased this whole Netflix Geek Week, like oh like trailers,
right.
exclusive like interviews and release dates, and then Cobra
Mhm.
Kai was listed as one of them. So
Right. So
everyone,
people were obviously expecting more, but it didn't happen. But yeah, it was a little too soon for that. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be a teaser or something.
yeah, but definitely once like I always say like gotta have patience with it because
Right.
the more time you only know it's gonna be better, you know.
Exactly. Right.
But it's been going pretty like quick. Like the fact that we're getting it this year, that's just
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I'm glad that we filmed all of it this year and it's just going out to the people because I know everybody wants to watch it right now. So it's I think because quarter 4 is when it said it's gonna come out, right? On deadline.
yeah.
So yeah, that's in like 6 months, something like that. Because my birthday is in October. So
Cool.
if it comes out in October, that would be really cool.
That was my prediction. That
Yeah, I saw that. Was yours October 8th or 14th?
8th. I said October 8th. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like I'm like because I said it, it's not gonna be October 8th.
Right.
I don't know, but I feel like maybe like closer to Halloween could be a possibility, like a dark, you know, kind of like dark season Halloween.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna wait like all like I think they're gonna finish it soon. So I don't think they're gonna wait all the way till like December
Yeah,
28th. Like you know what I mean? They're gonna want to get it out.
right. Yeah, people want to see it. People want to see it. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How much more time do you have? I don't want to
Let's
take
see. We can go to the 2 hour mark.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll take a couple more. Um let's see. I see a good question. Oh wait, no, not that one.
That one.
You already talked about that. It like scrolls down. Aiden asks, was it harder than you initially expected to train for the fights?
That's a really good question. Yes, it actually was because I really didn't know what I was expecting originally. I just thought I would know the basics, but it was a challenge for me but it's honestly just muscle memory. And the best thing that I did was my mom took videos just so I can remember everything and rehearse while I'm at my house and just keep on practicing. And that's what I honestly did. And it ended out great. It worked out. But yeah, answering your question, it was definitely a little difficult.
Yeah. But you still want to like during the off season, like it's your goal to keep
Yeah,
doing it.
I want to keep working because I would love to be on season 5 of Cobra Kai, and in which I think I will be, but you never know what can happen. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working until I get an official word. And yeah, it's I love karate, so why not?
Yeah. That's awesome. It's like it's such a tough I know like Cobra Kai like you're probably having a great time, but it's also like tough because you have so much to worry about with acting. Like that's tough on its own, but
Mhm.
the karate is like a whole nother dimension that you
Yeah,
have to be good at, you know?
it is because the toughest thing was balancing acting, or for Cobra Kai was balancing the karate part, acting, and school all at the same time. But once I got the hang of it and I got an understanding of what I need to do for this show, I was like, oh, okay, I can balance this. Just like what's his name? Daniel.
Yeah, you know,
Balance
balance.
balance is all about balancing. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's so like that that's how I feel. Like it's so like the show like there's so many like great lessons, like the balance, like even like the Cobra Kai, like Johnny saying strike first. It's not just about karate, it's about real life, like
Right.
making a move, like
Mhm.
just being confident in yourself,
Exactly. Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's a great like Karate Kid had like life lessons for like the generation from the 80s, but also Cobra Kai has like so many great life lessons, like, you know,
Yeah.
for the younger generation too.
Yeah. That's why people will definitely be able to relate to this. And I hope people just understand and receive all of the messages that Cobra Kai is giving, because there are so many of them. Even if they are big ones, if they are small ones, just really think about everything that they are saying, because they're all clues to just real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um let's see. All right, Courtney asks a good question. What is something similar between you and Kenny?
What is something similar between you and Kenny? Something similar between me and Kenny where I cannot spoil anything. Uh, just the love. Oh, I'm trying to think about it. I'm gonna say the athletic ability, just of course, because he gets into karate as a way to defend himself. The athletic ability and just the love for his friends and trying to be a happy person. And bullying is not easy to deal with, but the way he deals with it, I like.
Yeah. It's good. That's good answer. Good answer.
Mhm. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
spoil anything, but yeah, that's how I'm gonna say it.
It's like you're taking that like one description that they put out and kind of just like saying it in a couple different ways.
Right, exactly.
That's really all. I mean, I don't blame you. It'll be a lot more fun to definitely see the arc, but
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
yeah, we know you're gonna get bullied. We know you're gonna turn to karate.
Yes, but
Maybe,
that's so far.
yeah. Hey, I mean, no one said you're gonna join Cobra Kai or Miyagi Fang. Maybe you're opening your own dojo.
Hey, maybe so. Why not? I
Kenny Kai.
Ken, Kenny Kai,
Kenny Kai.
Kenny Kai. I like that. But yeah, it's really cool to see people are just asking me, "Hey, what dojo are you going to be with? What's gonna happen?" But I can't wait for y'all to see which dojo I'm gonna be in, because, like you said, I might create my own.
Yeah. I think people are also excited to see like the new connections, especially between you and the younger cast and also the senseis. Like it makes it so much fresh. And also if you go to Miyagi Fang, you obviously
Right.
got a nicer environment, but if you go to Cobra Kai, it's gonna be a little bit of a darker.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But who knows? Who knows? I like both.
You know.
I mean,
You
I
just
don't know, but I like both dojos. They're both
yeah.
great in their own way.
Let
But
me let me ask you, I know you don't know like what's in the trailer or whatever, but do you think that they'll reveal Kenny in the trailer and what dojo, or are you not sure?
um, trying to think about that one. Probably not. I think they're gonna just wait till my reveal in the actual upcoming episodes. I don't think they're gonna put it in the trailer, because that would just ruin. I don't know what could happen, but I don't know how they're gonna incorporate my character, because they might just not even show me in the gi that I'm in. They could just show me as a regular person. So who knows what they're gonna do? But I'm gonna say no for now.
Yeah. I would definitely expect though in the little teasers that they do, like the Netflix promos, we'll definitely see some Kenny, like no matter like whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna say, you know what? I do have a feeling that I will be in the trailer now that I think about it. It just won't be in the gi that I'm with.
okay. So you
Yeah.
think they'll like surprise like what dojo?
Right, exactly. So they'll just show me being a regular kid.
Cool, cool. And without like saying like her performance or like what she's doing, like what did you think of like Una's performance, like, you know, kind of being like your you know, you're also a
She-
newcomer.
yeah, she was great. we both did. I feel like we both did well, and she really just portrayed her character in so many different ways, and she killed it, honestly. And you're gonna love both of our characters.
Yeah, and she was described as like a bad girl, like a troubled girl. And is that like a total opposite from her in real life?
Total opposite. She is one of the nicest people that I've met. But yeah, it's total opposite, but she still played it very well.
Yeah, she gets into becomes a totally different person.
Yep, but that's acting.
Yeah.
That is acting.
And when you audition, you just auditioned for Kenny, right?
Yes. Yes, okay. I only auditioned for Kenny.
All right, cool. All right, do you want to, how many more questions do you want to take? Because
we could do, want to do like 2 more?
Sure. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna let you choose. Okay. All right, whatever you feel is the best. Let's see some good questions. And if you put a spoiler question, like, just know Dallas can't answer that, so like don't like waste a question, you know.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna just go with let's see. I saw one from Ultimate S, and it's just, what is Martin Kove like in real life? So Martin Kove is one of the nicest people that I know, and he has so much energy, and it's fun and just exciting energy, and he's really good at portraying this character, which he's not really like him because he's not that bad, mean guy. And he loves to have fun with the younger kids, even though he is older than all of us. But I really enjoyed his company, and he was a really cool person.
Yeah. And he's very active on social media.
He is.
Right?
He is. I wasn't expecting him to be like that, but yeah, he is.
A lot more than like Ralph and Billy. Like, he knows his way around. You wouldn't think Sensei KREESE knows like all the like Instagrams and all that, but
right, you wouldn't.
He's good. All right. You want to take one more?
Let's do one more.
All right, let's best for last.
All right.
Some good questions in the chat.
I see a few. Do you see any of them that you really like?
Let's see. I don't know. Like, a lot of these we touched on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not seeing any like really new stuff.
Right.
I don't know if you want to end it on this one, but just really quickly, if you want to answer it, have you ever seen the Jaden Smith Karate Kid?
I have seen the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. Yeah, I watched it. I'm gonna say maybe 6 years ago. I need to watch that one again, but I really like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does it compare with the originals for you?
I'm gonna say it's not as iconic as, of course, the original Karate Kid, but it was special in its own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And Jaden played that Karate Kid very well.
Yeah. As like, for people who don't like it, just kind of separate it. You know what I mean? You don't have to, it's not in the canon of Cobra Kai. So all right, let's get one like last really good question.
I see one. I don't know if I can end it on that. It's just, how long was it to film Dallas? Or no, which one was it? I saw how long was it to film, and then I saw, what do you think is the best season?
Okay.
So how long was it to film? I think it took about 3 months to film the entire season. Yeah, because it started January 20th and then it went past April 20th. Yeah. So I'm gonna say 3 to 4 months. And then the other one, what do you think is the best season? And we'll end it off on that one. What do you think is the best season? The best season of Cobra Kai. I can't say season 4 just yet. For the ones that have come out already. I'm gonna go with season 2. Cause I'm gonna go with season 3. I'm going with season 3. Season 2 was my favorite, but I think season 3 was overall the best season.
It was epic.
It was.
Yeah.
Epic. Yeah.
And really quickly, I'm just curious because someone asked this. I'm interested. Did any scene from season 3 or any of the other seasons make you cry? Or get emotional?
Get emotional. I'm gonna go with I'm trying to think about the episodes from season 3. I'm gonna have to go with season 2 on this one that I can think of, and that was when what's his name passed away. Tommy.
Yeah.
When Tommy passed away, that was just, and all of the acting. Whenever they saw him lying there and he wasn't waking up, I was like, oh man, like this is for real. So yeah, that had to have been the most, sad one.
Body bag, all that.
Put him in a body bag. I was like, oh.
Get him a body bag, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dallas, I just want to thank you so much for coming on. It's crazy that we spoke for. I think this is I don't know if this is the longest interview I've done, and we haven't even. Imagine if we were talking season 4 spoilers.
I know, right? It's gonna be this long next time too. We'll
be going on forever, like.
Yeah, but I had so much fun. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, of course. I'm so glad we were able to do this. And I'm very excited to see Kenny in season 4. I know a lot of people in the chat sound very excited, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Is there anything you want to like kind of for the fans who have been waiting for season 4 and who are curious about Kenny, like what can you like end off with? Like what can you tease about season 4 and Kenny and what to expect?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. For Kenny, expect the unexpected.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna leave it on. Expect the unexpected. This character is a special one. I really like him. So yeah, y'all are gonna like him too. So yeah, expect the unexpected.
All right. And what about like season 4 as a whole? What can you tease about that?
Season 4 as a whole, it has to be the most ambitious season yet. And it's going to be like a lot of stuff that happens. And you're not going to even be able to wrap your mind around it.
Yeah. Especially watching all 10 episodes at once.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know a lot of people are going to be watching all of them in one day.
Yeah.
I know I will.
I'm with you. With you. For sure. We'll talk right after it comes out.
I know, right?
Yeah, man.
Yes, this was so awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you too. And thank you to everyone for joining. Dallas, where can everyone like find you if they want to like follow you on social media or anything?
Yes, follow me at Dallas Young on Instagram.
Simple as that. Awesome. Like that.
Boom. Yeah. Yes, and keep up the great work. I'm still going to be watching your content, and you're doing so well, man. Have a good one.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Take care. Cobra Kai
never dies. Never dies. Sir. Boom.